every WWE star gets to have a big send-off in a retirement match. Some get a lifetime ban and a story no one forgets. I'm Kevin Kellum, and these are 10 WWE stars who are banned. And if they're not banished from WWE, we don't expect them back there anytime soon. Number 10, Jon Moxley. Before becoming the face of AEW, Jon Moxley was known as Dean Ambrose in WWE and had a lengthy career with the company. He made his main roster debut as a member of The Shield, one of the biggest factions of the 2010s, alongside Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and went on to become a main eventer. However, despite winning multiple championships, he left the company in 2019 due to creative frustrations and a desire for more freedom. WWE reportedly tried to retain him, but he didn't want to stay. The company humiliated him by allegedly paying him just $500 for his final match, and he went on to criticize WWE for botching his heel turn and also said that he hated the scripted promos they gave him. Since then, Moxley went on to have a successful career in AEW. Now that he's made a name for himself outside of the company in WWE, seems like he's moved on. It's hard to imagine that they would welcome him back as Dean Ambrose. Number 9, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was a promising star on WWE television for some time, breaking out of NXT from the independent ranks and having a successful career in MMA. Yes, he has a legitimate combat sports background, but Riddle enjoyed an early push in the top mid-card level and even won the tag team championships with Randy Orton, as he called him. However, his attitude outside of the ring and laid-back personality didn't turn out in his favor. He was involved in multiple controversial situations, openly criticizing legends like Goldberg for their in-ring performance and declaring that he would retire Brock Lesnar. His time in WWE came to an abrupt end in September of 2023 following an incident at the JFK airport where he accused an officer of assaulting him, and he was apparently intoxicated, allegedly. Since his release, he's been competing on the independent circuit, capturing championships in MLW, and continues to attract some controversial attention. Most recently, his derogatory remarks about CM Punk and AJ Lee further damaged his reputation. Considering all of this, it's safe to say that WWE may not have any interest in bringing him back. Number 8, Ryback. Yes, this muscle-bound wrestler once positioned himself as a future world champion, fighting for the WWE title against the likes of CM Punk and John Cena. He gained popularity among fans for his powerhouse persona and catchphrase of "Be me more." However, over time, he was pushed down the card, and his relationship with WWE deteriorated due to creative differences. After leaving the company in 2016, Ryback publicly criticized WWE for its handling of talent, creative decisions, and even badmouthed the likes of John Cena, Triple H, and WWE chairman at the time, Vince McMahon. Certainly, there's no coming back from that bad blood. Number 7, Enzo Amore. Yes, the former WWE Cruiserweight champion, Enzo Amore broke out of WWE NXT with a lot of charisma that could captivate arenas around the world. Although he got over with fans, his attitude backstage was quite different, getting him into hot water with the likes of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, who once kicked him out of a tour bus. His WWE career abruptly ended in 2018 after he came under investigation for an alleged assault, which was later cleared. WWE suspended him and later released him during the process. Although the case was eventually dropped, the controversy left a lasting impact, and since then he's worked the independent circuit, but a WWE return seems very unlikely. Number 6, Sunny. Sunny was one of the most popular and beloved personalities of WWE in the 1990s, but her legacy is overshadowed by the controversies outside of the wrestling world. She has faced multiple DUI arrests. Sunny's downward spiral took an unfortunate turn in March of 2022 when she caused a car accident in Florida. Authorities stated that she was driving under the influence when her car struck a stationary vehicle at a red light. It resulted in the unfortunate death of a 75-year-old man, and she was sentenced to 17 years in prison. Many fans want her removed from the WWE Hall of Fame. Well, it's clear we won't see her in the WWE anytime soon. Number 5, Nailz. Yes, Nailz with a Z was the convict-turned-pro wrestling character who had a brief run in the early 1990s. However, his bitter ending with WWE was a physical confrontation with Vince McMahon over pay. They got into a heated argument where he allegedly attacked and choked the boss. After that, Nailz was immediately fired, and the issue turned into a legal battle. He would sue WWE and McMahon, claiming wrongful termination. He even accused McMahon of SA assault. In 1994, he testified against McMahon during the infamous steroid trial, saying that McMahon pressured him to take steroids. It's been decades since then, and we still haven't heard his name in the WWE. Number 4, Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio was a multi-time WWE champion, one of the top Latin American stars in all of wrestling, but several controversies ended his WWE career. Despite being a talented performer, his reputation suffered due to off-screen behavior, including reported infidelity and public disputes. In 2020, serious allegations of abuse were made by former WWE superstar Paige, further damaging his image. Although Del Rio reportedly tried to return to WWE in 2022, the company showed no interest in bringing him back. He was signed to AAA in May of 2025 when WWE acquired the company. He never appeared on WWE programming. Number 3, 3. Sable. She joined WWE in 1996 and quickly became one of the most popular women in the company. However, after leaving the company in 1999, she filed a misconduct lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE, but surprisingly returned in 2003 for another run. Her second stint ended just a year later. During that run, she met her husband, Brock Lesnar, in the company, and since then, she has stayed away from the spotlight. Many believe her connection with Lesnar is why WWE avoids mentioning her, as even Tori Wilson wasn't allowed to take her name up on stage during her WWE Hall of Fame speech. There's no chance that we will see her in WWE before Brock Lesnar's expected induction in the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 2. The Velveteen Dream. Dream became a fan favorite for his unique persona in NXT. Even John Cena endorsed him, calling him special. However, his career ended long before it really got going due to allegations of inappropriate behavior online, which WWE investigated. He was released in 2021 after allegations surfaced publicly yet again, although no formal charges were put against him. His relationship with WWE management had reportedly grown strained. In August of 2022, he was arrested twice in Florida. The first arrest was on charges of first-degree battery and trespassing on property after a warning. And the second arrest, 6 days later, was on charges of possessing drug paraphernalia. Given the circumstances of his release and the negative publicity, WWE is unlikely to bring him back in the foreseeable future. Number 1. Chris Benoit. Benoit was once considered one of the best in-ring performers. He won multiple WWE championships, headlined a WrestleMania, and won a Royal Rumble in 2004. But unfortunately, his legacy will forever be tainted by the tragic events of 2007, where he took the lives of his wife and young son before taking his own. WWE faced a lot of backlash about this in mainstream media for being too violent. Since then, the company has gone under massive changes and has distanced itself completely from Benoit, removing all mentions of his name from broadcasts. It's clear that he will never be celebrated due to the circumstances of his passing. The incident changed the company forever and aggressively tightened the wellness policy, which saw many wrestlers getting suspended for substance abuse violations and WWE adjusting their protocols for health.